What's up, guys? We're gonna stream soon. We're just waiting for some people to get on. Guys, I'm starting to play guitar again. Let's do this. We're gonna give it 30 seconds. Do you guys see how good I am? Let's go. All right, guys, welcome everybody. Happy Monday. My energy is very high this week. My mood is incredible. Really good outlook. Waiting for basically 8 more months to come, guys. So welcome everybody and congratulations to making it to almost the end of February so far. So today's date is now February I think 18th or 16th. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody that celebrated. Hope you guys had a good time with your partners or loved ones. So for those that don't know me, okay, my name is Phil or Philakone. I've been in the crypto space now for about 11 years, guys. I've seen 3 bull markets. I've seen 3 major bear markets. And this upcoming October is going to be my 4th bull market, and hopefully you're at least second, okay? At least your second, and if it is going to be your second or your third, or especially your 4th like me, you're in the right spot. So my background before this was a mechanical engineer. Found about Ethereum in 2015 when I was basically living in my parents' basement. I was mining and buying Ethereum around the $1 range, and happened to get 400, right? And here we are a few years later. Got to retire my parents, got to buy myself some nice things, I have to admit, go nice places. But paying off my parents' mortgage and being able to retire and help them, that's probably one of the most fulfilling things that anybody can ever do in their life. And if you guys have been following me for a long time, you would know some of my crazy beginnings when I was much younger, more immature. You guys have probably followed me publicly through a lot of things in the past before. And thank you for still being here. So hopefully in return for your patience and for your dedication to me, I can provide some value back to you. So let's take a look at the Bitcoin market right away. I'm incredibly excited. But before I get into the charts, I want you guys to know that the preparation and also the planning, okay, and the mindset is going to be equally as important as the chart itself. You might spend all day looking at the charts or the fundamental news, but if you're not preparing yourself mentally for the best or the worst, right, and just really deeply thinking about your plan. So let me give you some context, okay? So the bull market has lasted for 1,071 days, where it bottomed basically last November the 30th in 2022. Okay, so that's where it bottomed. 1,071 days later, we're here today, or to the top of the bull market in October, which means you guys had about 3 years to be making massive profits, to enjoy the good days. But like in any healthy relationship, for all the good days that you have, there are going to be some bad days as well. And it's not just about how you handle the good days or the good markets, right? Like in any relationship or market. It's also going to be about how you approach the bear market and how you're going to handle the bad days as well. So let me just give you an example. Like for me, this is a bad day. This is a bad month. I'm not able to really be shorting some things because the market is not the same as it was in previous bear markets, because we're getting so many coins that pump like it was a bull market right now, but yet the market cap for total 3 stays the same. So my approach in the bear market is like, okay, I made a lot of money in the bull market. I got to travel to like 20 countries with my lady in the past, year and a half, 2 years or so. We got to fly around private, take business class flights, go to Michelin star restaurant, blah, 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 right? We enjoyed the profits of the bull market. But now that the bear market's here, it's kind of like preservation mode. It's like, what do I do to survive just so I can get by, to get to the next bull market? What am I gonna really do? Am I gonna really try to day trade as hard as I would in a bull market where there's more risk, right? Probably not. That's why my day trading has really taken a back seat. If you guys have seen, the risk is really high to take these kind of scalps. For anyone that took my bear market course, you would know I said that I'm not going to really be scalping like this. We're going to be focusing on higher time frames. right? We're going to be focusing on, for example, the big Bitcoin short positions, the 3 or 4 that I'm expecting Bitcoin to have. And we've had one already. So basically the goal is to like just scalp a little bit, maybe here and there day trade. And then the rest of the times just focus on the big picture, the big trade, alleviate some of the stress. You've had tons of stress in the bull market for 1,071 days. Why continue at the same pace? In a slower market, relax, chill, take a little bit of time, because I promise you in 8 months, you're gonna wish that you were more well rested. So I strongly advise for you guys to just focus on the bigger picture right now. Let's plan ahead for the next 8 months and really see how this is gonna go. For now, make sure you guys are preparing yourself. Like just for example, if the Olympics are, like a year or two away, these athletes, man, they're like planning, they're like getting ready for it, right? They're not just getting ready for it when it's already here. They're gonna make the preparations to know exactly what to do when it's here. And let me talk to you guys about what we're going to do. Stay till the very end, guys. Let's just do like a random $100 giveaway today. Actually, you know what? Something better than that. Let's do a giveaway for like a 6-month membership to my Discord group for free. Let's do a giveaway at the very end. So just stay tuned and I'll tell you guys how you guys can win a free membership to my Discord group, where you're going to get tons of lessons and also valuable information, okay? So let's compare 2021 to now very, very quickly, very, very briefly on a weekly chart, okay? So Bitcoin hits a top after 1,065 days in the last bull market. Bitcoin hits a top after 1,065 days after we hit the bottom, okay, in this bull market. Bitcoin falls down. Bitcoin retraces exactly 618. Bitcoin retraces exactly 618. Bitcoin decides to bull trap in the exact same way as well. Bitcoin decides to bull trap above 618. Bitcoin bull traps above 618 as well. Oh, sorry. I'm looking at the same year. I'm looking at 2026 still. I'm sorry, guys. But if I went back to 2022, same thing. Okay, Bitcoin fell and then retraced and bull trapped to the 382. They literally look the same. You could barely tell the difference between these two structures, right? I mean, just they're literally like Isn't that funny, guys? I mean, how funny is it that you're looking at a structure right now where if I kind of did this, right, and I took out the years and the prices, you guys probably would have no idea which coin was which. I mean, which year was which. That's how identical they are. So Bitcoin breaks the support right here and bam, flies through. Bitcoin breaks the support right here and bam, it flies through. Once it flies through, both years, they basically ignore every support. They basically ignore every support, right? And then what do? They go to the next support, bam, right? This next support, bam, right there. So once it ignored that, I took my profit over here. I took $342,000 in on a big short. And I regret taking my profit there, obviously, but at least the majority of the people in my Discord group all caught it because I talked about it every day for like 2 months, pretty much. So if you were in the group, definitely you would have caught it. We're now looking for the next big short. The 2 entries that I called before was one here, right? The equivalents, the bull trap coming back in, right? And then also the same thing here, the break of the higher low. Okay, this is the break of the higher low. Okay, here as well, the break of the higher low, also known as an ascending triangle. So that's the first entry. Second entry, boom, the break, DCA is out, stop loss above there. Okay, entering there on the break, stop loss above there, targeting the next support, which would have been right here. Okay, around there. That's why I took profit at 77K. So now we fall through that. And now this is where we are, okay? Let's move back to a single chart mode. Now where we're at is figuring out where the next support is. And I'll tell you where it is, okay? It's right where we're at right now. Okay, so this range is a massive range of order blocks and also liquidity lining up, and also a massive region where the volume was averaging out. That's exactly why we hit roughly around these areas, okay? So the thing about this cycle is that it's much more accelerated than the past cycle. we moved down here in 119 days, okay? But if you take a look here, in the last bull market, it's a lot longer than 119 days. So in the last, bear market, you're gonna see that when we move down, 119 days, it's only like still into this cycle, right? But right now we're kind of like accelerated, kind of like over here. So we're looking for the next consolidation or distribution phase where we can gear up towards another massive short position, okay? The efforts that you put in combined for all day trading in a bear market, it will not equal the profits of 4 or 5 really big shorts for that season, okay? Not only that, the energy, you're going to be a lot more grateful to not, to basically not expend that much energy either. So we're looking for something like that to form. We don't know what it is yet, but it will form. Just like when we started to see these guys form and also this resistance form over there, right? The pattern starts to form eventually. This is called the distribution phase. Distribution phase in the simplest terms is basically where all the dumb money and all the newer traders, they buy into the relief rally thinking that it's going to long for a long time. But when it goes up, the smart money and the whales, they're just using you for exit liquidity. And they're just basically taking profits from even still back up there maybe, right? So people are taking slow profits in intervals because if these billionaires all take profit at the same time, it's going to dump. So they use this thing called a distribution phase to basically unload on you every time you believe it's a relief rally. So distribution phase to me is another fancy way of saying you're getting dumped on by the whales and there's a pattern forming. Don't long it. The pattern is meant to short in a bear market. So that's what we're looking for. Am I just high out of my mind thinking that Bitcoin is gonna end up stopping? Why would Bitcoin stop for me after it dropped already? Well, I'll tell you one thing. Bitcoin does something always on a big picture just like this. A big one first, and after the big moves, there are multiple small moves on smaller time frames that you must follow to catch every day. Anytime there's something like that, that is another distribution phase that you will pay attention to. Otherwise, you will miss the opportunity for some massive short positions. Like you see here, only 4 major opportunities were available in the entire bear market for 365 days. So guys, why did I title? Okay, why did I title this right here? October the 6th. Call me crazy, okay, if you would like. But the reason I'm crazy is because of this, okay? I love my lady. She's like the best person in my life, right? She's always there for me. She's always been reliable for me. She's never demonstrated unreliability or untrustworthiness. If she's always done everything that I like and I can count on her, say to get picked up somewhere or to run an errand or to get that for me or to make me dinner, and she did that every single day that we've been together and I trust her, why would I not trust her? Does that make sense? So let me tell you something about Bitcoin that I trust, because it has done something every single time exactly like this without hesitation. So because of that, Bitcoin has earned my trust entirely. Let me show you guys something, okay? So let's just say we take the bottom. Actually, I already told you guys that the bull market in 2021 and also, not in 2017, in 2021 and also 2025, the bull markets all lasted about 1,060 days, plus or minus 10 days of each other, okay? That's crazy, right? Now, how crazy would it be if for some magical fairy Harry Potter straight out of a like Lord of the Rings novel fairy tale fantasy, if for some reason both of the bear market years lasted the exact same time as well? What if that happened? Okay? Just tell me what would happen, okay, if both of them. So this one here lasted exactly 365 days. I'm just not putting it at the right spot. Right here, 365 days, okay? From the very top to the very bottom, okay? 84% drop. remember that Bitcoin will always drop less and less and go up in terms of ROI percentage less and less because of diminishing returns. We will never get the same kind of ROI on Bitcoin as we ever did in the previous cycle. They always go lower. So that's 365 days. Crazy. Must be sheer dumb blind luck that it just happened to be exactly 365 days, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Like, you know, like 365 days, right? Well, guess what? Here's to the bottom again. Look, to the first green candle. From the very top to the very bottom, you're seeing me go to the green candle right there. Guess what, guys? 365 days again. I'm not lying about this, but this time it drops less than 84%. 77%. Okay? Well, if that dropped 84% and that dropped 77%, and the previous bear market dropped around 80%, can we just assume it's going to fall somewhere between 65 and 75%, maybe 80, and then also 365 days, right? It's not that bad of an assumption. So let's start from the very top over here, guys. Very top to the very, very bottom at 365 days. And what day does that land on? Bum, 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 bum. October, the mother effing 6. That is the day that it lands on. And let's just say that it falls about maybe, you know, let's just say it falls about 80% or so. Okay. Whoops. I moved that up too much. So hold on. I'm going to be perfect and accurate. No OCD here. Just 1 second. So there. And let's also move that to around 70%. Okay. Let's just say 70% and also 365 days. Boom. That is the day. October the 6th. And the price estimate of mine is going to be between 35 to 45K of Bitcoin. And that is where I decide to start dollar cost averaging into a multi-million-dollar position. Now, let me just put it into perspective for you guys, okay? I'm going to talk a little bit about my history, okay, and the places where I've made a stupid amount of capital because of timing. This was one of the most craziest years of my life, if you guys remember, where I rode the bull market to the top, and then I spent the whole year partying in the bear market with that girl. And then like we broke up, and then she took like $500,000 of mine, and then everything went crazy. But that was the best time of my life. You know why? Because after her and I broke up, okay, right after her and I broke up, December 18th happened. Okay, this is December the 17th actually, in 2018. So I got to DCA into a massive position, okay, because of that. And also, this was my first bull market year, guys. I pissed away, like, after making a little bit of money, I pissed away $500,000 on vacation, $500,000 on drugs and girls, $500,000 on more traveling and food and just dumb shit. And I pissed away almost everything. I had literally $600,000 left to my name, right? All like left to my name, nothing, and literally no cash, like all crypto. Because I made this decision to keep some crypto. But all the cash that I had, I literally spent it in like a year. Like a $2 million like a year. Because I'm young, dumb, and it's first time seeing money. So I'm glad I have 600K. And I shit you not, the breakup happens right around there. Bitcoin drops, right? I'm like, during this period, I went into a binge where I was like, taking substances every day for like 2 months. And then I sober up, $600,000 left in USDT on Poloniex. And what do? I put it all in. I take all my, you guys should have fucking seen me, man. I'm like drunk out of my mind. $600,000 times 3, bam, all in, you know, all on green. Not black, not red, but fucking 600K to 1.8 mil, boom, all in. And then I rode that thing, man. I rode this thing like a fucking monster, right? Like a monster. And then I ended up DCing in again, right? DCing in more over here. And then we just played it out. But I honestly didn't catch any of this wave for BTC, only for only for coins like Axis, Phil, Bella, Solana, the altcoins back then. But let me tell you guys something. This is not to talk about me in that kind of way. But what I want to tell you guys is this, that I was in the most crazy, desperate situation of my life. And I don't know what situation you guys are in, but what I can promise you is that in 8 months, based on everything that I've told you, it's not voodoo, it's not science, it's historical data speaking. I promise you that in 8 months' time, there's a chance. There's not a guarantee, but there's a chance for you to do something very small to maybe turn it into something fucking huge. We're talking about like what I did on a much bigger scale, because you're smarter, you're wiser. So then in 2019, I crushed that market, man. And then 2024, I didn't do as well because the market wasn't the best to my conditions, right? So it wasn't the best year for me, that bull market. This was by far the best bull market year I've ever had, right? But this year I hit all my goals. I got to do everything I wanted. So now I'm just planning, guys, to buy in this range, only Bitcoin, literally nothing else. Like maybe 80% Bitcoin, 10% Ethereum, and maybe 10% alts like Cardano, Solana, maybe Polkadot, maybe XLM, right? Things like that. So we're gonna go from the maybe XRP finally. After 10 years, maybe they're gonna do some penetration in the Swift banking system, right? So for now, guys, save up your money, live beyond your means, go get that extra job, man, so you can make a few more thousand, because every $1,000 that you make right now is not 1,000. Just remember that. It's actually 10,000, because that's the potential that it can turn into very quickly in the next bull market, okay? So right now, guys, it's not the time to relax in that sense that I said to don't day trade as much. It's the time to study and prepare and get yourself in that capacity. What am I doing, for example? Well, first of all, I believe that mental and physical wellness is going to be the base and the foundation for all success, right? If you are mentally sharp, if you're physically fit and able, you're able to handle and accommodate stress a lot better. So that's the first thing I'm doing. I lost actually, how much did I lose this weight? I lost 15 pounds this year already. I was 180 pounds. I'm 165 pounds and getting fucking ripped. So I'm fucking very happy. But so get that together. Review the past bull market and see how Bitcoin bottomed out. I don't have time to do all of that for you guys today, but I'm gonna show you guys just some things, right, that you can look at. Install this indicator, guys. It's called the Lorentzian. It's like, or not even this one, the Lorentzian classification, or even use this one, the super trend. They're all free indicators. Use this guy, the super trend indicator right here, 68K. So let's say you use that one right there, right? That's just another indicator. You can go back in history and just start looking at how they trend. What you're gonna see is that in the super trend indicator, the 4-day chart, guys, I've been telling you something, remember this. The 4-day chart on the super trend indicator is the man. Every time it turned from red to green, the bull market began. Guys, this is like a secret indicator that I don't even talk about because I don't want motherfuckers to know, man. You know what I mean? Like, you might think that crypto is a space where everybody wants to help everybody, but keep in mind that I am a social media personality, so I enjoy doing this. But at the same time, man, in the crypto space, not everyone wants to see everyone do well secretly. I promise you that. Why? Because the smart money and the ones that are up there and have the experience, they know that you're the competition. Where do you think we get our money from? We get it from you. We extract it from you if you lose. This is a zero-sum game, right? So it's not like you're creating magical money. What is the definition of taking profit, right? The definition of making money in the market is actually extracting money from the market and having a little piece of it, right? That's technically what it means. So if you see here, the same thing happened in 2023. Like, I don't want people to know about these types of indicators that basically tell them when to buy, or when it tells them the trend's gonna change. Of course, you're not gonna rely on it only. You're gonna rely on a lot of other things as well to determine it. But just as an example, man, when it turns red, it is red for a long time, right? You know what I mean? When it's red for a long time. Anytime this thing gets close to the 4-day, and whether it makes a peak and it's getting close a little bit, just short it, bro. Don't even hesitate. Just every time it gets close to the 4-day kernel, just short it. You know, just short it. This one here is probably going to be good on a 3-day. Check this out, right? So you got to have a little bit of experience. Let's go on the 3-day chart. So a 3-day chart made it even tighter. So on the 3-day chart, like, check this out. Bam, just shorter every time she gets close. Every time she gets close, right? You can keep doing this. Here, are we gonna short it now, guys? Does it make sense to short it now? No. Maybe the red line is gonna do something like this, right? Red line's gonna do something like that. So maybe the red line will do something like that. Maybe the price will do something like that, right? And then drop with it. So we're gonna wait for Bitcoin. And once that's done, guys, just a few more times, you know, just a few more times. Just look, guys, like every year, people think that it's the end of the world. Just a little bit of time, guys. Boys, man. Like we're somewhere in this structure right now, you know, like somewhere in there. We're gonna be there soon. So trust me, man. I'm gonna help you guys the best that I can. Definitely, man. So we're just waiting for a little bit more of a drop, guys. So chill. Go make some extra paper. Go, go make love to your dog or your cat. Go pet them. Just do anything, guys, to survive from now, because we're gonna make it through this bear market together, and we're gonna see the good old glorious days again for Sparta. That's what we're gonna do. So, guys, make sure you're joining me in the Discord group of mine if you're not in it already. If you enjoy this type of content, all you gotta do is just hit the like and the subscribe button, and go after this video. Go to my X. I'm gonna post a giveaway to get into my Discord group if you're not in it already. And other than that, guys, like, just to let you know, like, I got a special group, the Platinum group. Right now it's not the best because I'm not day trading, to be honest. I'm only focusing on the major big trades, kind of scalping a little bit. But you guys know me in the bull market, man. I'm like, I'm gonna short everything no matter what. So we're gonna trade live with the Platinum group. Just chill, guys. We're gonna pick it up soon. And then we're gonna open up that live trading group in the bull market when it's closer. And also this year, we're gonna start the consulting service way earlier. Last year, I took on about 15 clients, about 10 to 15 clients, but I started advising them, like, you know, kind of later into the bull market when it already began, like halfway through, when they already picked everything, when they bought everything, when they were already down, when they were buying at the top. So then people were like, Phil, start advising people. So I did, but it was not good because it was in the middle of the it was like after March high, you know, it was like March 2024. So I was advising people in the crappiest period when they're already like buying from the top. So this year we're going to take on 10 people starting in the summer before the bull market begins, so we can build up your capital. And the minimum portfolio that you need to have is somewhere between 500,000 to about 2 million. So we're going to go from there, and we're going to talk about the structure in the future. So guys, get excited today, man. It's only about 7.5 months away. That's it, man. So for now, I'm going to try to day trade, to just slide by, make a little bit of money here and there for drinks, food, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to take on the big shorts. And then, guys, in the bull market, we're going to make, oh, man, it's going to be awesome. So hang tight, guys. We're almost there. 7.5 months to go. I'll see you there. Bye now.